they may have been given some direction to give some more space, which would be a more traditional mode of surveillance mode. So we'll see. And again, as I mentioned earlier, they wanted to give this to CHP originally. Now that they're on the freeway, they may be trying to do that now.
Way up in speed. Yeah, and we've gone way up in speed. And so, now here's the concern as well. So you give the suspect some distance to try to kind of cool things down. But now he definitely has an opportunity to ditch the car and get out and vanish, like we've been seeing increasingly common. So it's that balancing act that the authorities, have to play. It can almost sense that the deputies on the ground knew that and didn't want to give the suspect that much. Room, but
their
watch commander tells them, especially now that they can, see this as we're broadcasting this, so watch commander, quite possibly watching this live feed. So we're making the transition.
Point children going fast. Welcome back. Says it's a members only, but it's not. Let's change that.
You got the 101, the 10, the 5, where they're all kind of coming together here, and I think we're going to be transitioning northbound. I think we're going to be going. Yeah, they're saying westbound 101. So I think this is going to actually take us to the 5. Those lanes over to the left go to downtown.
All right, now we're right.
So
now we're ready.
Close to State Street, I think.
Live. Going live, kids.
Turned around here. Now we're going to transition to the southbound 5 now.
I'm going to skip a lot of comments. Sorry, guys.
5, and then basically transitions from San Bernardino.
Randy's here? Oh, wow. Good word. Joe, how are you? Hector.
A little bit of a slowdown as we had
D-Man, what's going on? Jason.
That impending traffic.
Well, and he picked up speed, Mike, and so did the officer.
Stolen car is the want.
Information, and Selmo on our assignment desk was able to confirm that this was stolen out of Montebello, and it was stolen 3 days ago.
Stolen.
So, this was
3 days ago. Wow.
It was stolen, entered into the system.
We've gotten some real good use out of that car, but
Des, I also want to clarify, we were
not yet, but you should be, Jason. Everyone should be a member.
What had happened was the watch commander over at Temple Station wanted some of the Temple units to get out of it, so they designated 3 units, 2 units, and a supervisor to bring.
I'm not on Facebook.
As well as,
you should be on Facebook,
which is what's overhead right now. So when we saw those units back off, there was some coordination about
who was
Facebook. Allowed to be chasing and who was not. So they are still in surveillance mode. The airship is
hello,
now,
Ronnie.
even though we see that unit kind of
live.
They are trying to get.
Good to see everybody.
They are trying.
Feasters
okay,
here.
So they are trying to re-engage. It sounds like now they are trying to get.
No, they're making the move. They were right on them for a minute.
Sheriff deputies, huh, Mike?
This is still sheriff's deputies. Not one.
Is that what it is?
Oh,
that's a fast car.
Sergeant. So that's who I believe is kind of taken over.
See if we can
right
see inside the car.
There's 2 more units approved. So you've got the sergeant and 2 units behind him that were supposed to be approved in this. The air unit is trying to coordinate to get CHP involved.
Oh no!
And remember, we were going to get CHP, but then we got off the freeway.
Everybody stay safe out there. Weather has been crazy this summer already.
Involved, get them in place because the sheriff's deputy it sounds like they would like to not do this anymore. They'd like to give this over to the California Highway Patrol, but certainly it's difficult for them to always get involved, especially when this person is kind of back and forth. Now, the reason they were able to re-engage Juan is the airship said, "Look, he's in downtown." We know what happens in downtown. We get into those tall buildings.
You know what happens in downtown, baby. Got to stop them now.
Got the permission to do so.
And it looks like this sheriff's
in honor of
right, Mike?
Canada Day.
If they wanted to.
So I didn't hear if this particular.
I don't know why this
It's
keeps
interesting
popping
with sheriff deputies. Not all sheriff deputies are pit trained. So there are certain deputies that are pit trained. With the LAPD, everyone is pit trained. So any patrol car, even if it doesn't have a push bar on the front, is capable of doing pit maneuvers. Sheriff's deputies, you have to be pit trained. I don't know.
All right, he's making a move, kids.
Sergeant or this deputy is pit trained. And on the freeway, it would be a little unlikely too.
All right, so that's what we're watching right now. A pursuit of a stolen vehicle, as Mike was telling us.
Sorry, guys, got to do a few things.
From Montebello. Somehow today, officers noticed this car. Either they ran a license plate or had reports of
it's been stolen for 3 days.
Pursuit has been on for about 10, 15 minutes or so right now. On the 10 freeway, off the 10 freeway for just a little bit. And now right back.
It's the gambling man.
You
didn't start yet?
It was close.
Okay. I figured you'd already start. I saw the notification.
I didn't even get I didn't get a notification from this Jace. I was scrolling Facebook, smoking a cigarette before we went live.
You may see some of those CHP deputies or officers rather start to swap out the
good
that is down there.
All right, so a stolen vehicle
been stolen for 3 days, by the way.
Oh,
well,
so they've really got some use out of it.
Ophelia.
Just in an unusual place or just not where it's supposed to be. But here we are. We've definitely caught up with it now, and this pursuit.
Gamble to get to Pip. No, we want to see a good chase
our tracker
first.
there on SkyCal.
And I'll
the word on the street is it's a Audi.
Yeah, so
that means it's fast.
Oh, does it?
Like they were on the
rounding, just rounding. Good to see you guys. Live one. Just got done with. I just got done with. We got a chance. It was perfect timing.
I just got my pants off and got relaxed.
Oh, what were you getting ready to do? Eat food? Or?
Oh no, just watch television.
Oh,
the authorities.
I don't know what I'm having to eat.
I'm having a Nighthawk later, or a cheese and pizza. I'm not sure. One of the two, but we had a nice meal today at my favorite seafood restaurant, even though I hate seafood.
Underground ring of car thieves.
Creed's favorite seafood. What'd you get?
I get what they call baby shrimp. I like to call them
that's all you. That's all you get. That's it. You don't order anything else from there.
For once,
no, I mean they've got other shit on the menu. Like Dad got a chicken breast.
Kias and Hyundais, where we have those kind of
Hyundai.
They
got other shit on the menu. I do like their baby scream.
They all
I like a nice mahi mahi.
For stealing the car. It does not look to be an incident of
I'm sure that's fantastic. I just
male inside the vehicle.
Full-grown male, Creed.
It's a full-grown male.
We've seen his wang. We know he's well developed.
We approach the 110. Yeah, you can see those right lanes starting to slow up a little bit, and now as we widen out, all of a sudden,
I know. Listen. It hasn't ended yet, so I was watching.
Units on the ground.
Oh my God, no, Lane, Jesus, never.
Giving the suspect the opportunity to.
I missed what they said, but it must have been horrific.
Red Lobster.
Maybe
ours shut down a long time ago.
And then we'll see how.
I heard they redid their last time that we were there. We had a gift card. And there was, I don't know, 7 things on the menu, maybe.
It's, just a stolen
it was terrible.
Other times,
they got rid of the chicken and rice there anyway.
It's not a stolen vehicle, and they have a request. And then the suspect gets off the freeway. They're like, well, it's off the freeway. It's back. If you
everybody say hi to Kelly's granddaughter, Elsa.
Hey, Elsa.
Plays out.
Jules, Heather, the Queen, ladies and gentlemen, the Queen.
Royalty is among us.
Billy Buzz Smith. Free Wheel Burning.
Baby.
Bad news for us.
On the Mahi Mahi, huh?
So, but yeah,
Mahi Mahi's good.
Listen, if I could see a nice grilled white fish, not to be racist, I like my fish white.
As we see here.
Mahi mahi is a nice flaky white fish.
It's a flaky white fish. Yeah, see, I'd be all right with that. I don't know. I told you when I was a kid, we were in a fancy restaurant. I flipped it. Well, it wasn't that fancy of a restaurant. They had a fucking Friday night fish fry, but it flipped it over. It was fancy at the time. Okay, I had to wear a collared shirt, probably. But I flipped it over and it looked like it was netting. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't breaded underneath properly, and it looked like it was netting. So that was where like they scaled it, right?
Yeah, it was the skin.
It was still like
the skin was still on.
Yeah, man, I saw that shit and I said, nope, never again. And since then, man, it's minced fish with in a stick for Creed. That did it for me. That was just it was like I had food poisoning in my eyes.
Exits here if you want to take 6th Street, Wilshire.
I'm serious. It's like I saw that and I was like, no.
You can also use them to continue
through. Listen, and how about how many people think they're getting like they get that what is it called, Lagostino lobsters? I don't think they're fully Canadian, are they? I don't know. Happy Canada Day.
Are they celebrating today or
overhead on this one?
Who, the lobsters? I don't know.
Yes. Are they fully Canadian?
That's my friend Larry, the lobster.
I'm skeptical that they're going to get
We're coming home kind of an odd place over at the Applebee's for some reason. The Cousins Maine Lobster food truck with the $30 hot dog roll.
You know, day 22 their ground units. They told the airship to switch over to the block to talk to CHP.
Oh, that's lovely. See, they can do whatever the hell they want now at this point.
That the sheriff's unit
is that the car?
Then they backed their units off too, saying they have to allocate their officers to.
I would be mad though. Yeah, but you can make okay.
Right past it. So the CHP units have been told
not
to engage with this. So sheriff doesn't want it. CHP doesn't.
It's
want
a parade
it.
now.
So now you have Sheriff's Air 8, which I believe is.
By the way, I think the lobster, the cheesy biscuits that can make it home from the box, I think are not as good, but very, very close if you do them right.
Yeah, I did.
They're pretty good. You gotta get them right though. You gotta add a little. Make sure you get the red butter too. Hi, Sarge. Thanks for not.
Sarge.
Carolina that they
I'm sorry. I like my fish. I like my fish white.
Aren't that interested in it? So
is that? I thought the car was white a second ago.
I thought it was too. I didn't want to say anything, but I kind of thought that's what we were working with. But
getting away for the police.
Am I wrong?
Casey Carey. Well, it's not an Audi. I can tell you that, according to the thing that we just looked at.
For that person, especially if they're watching their vehicle right now on KCAL, but the authorities maybe want to wait until they have a better opportunity to recover this vehicle.
No, it was gray. Okay, I don't know. Maybe we're colorblind.
I might be.
Will be kind of spooked into ditching the vehicle, and maybe it could be recovered.
Well, you call it a spook, bro? Jesus,
he's gonna don't spook the guy. If he gets in here with all these buildings, you can call it over, Johnny. Over.
Have been doing increasingly in downtown Los Angeles.
What's going on?
We're going to continue watching this pursuit unfold here. If they were to re-engage, we'll come right back on the air with you, bring you.
Wait, are they leaving? They're not leaving. Maybe they're leaving the TV. I don't think they're going to leave.
Coming up at 4 p.m. on KCAL.
Are they? But they got news to do.
They might. They might. Stay with it.
Hey, God, look at you, dear God. Do you know why I call? Do you know why I say that? Dear God. You figured that out, Mikey? I'm pretty sure. It's one of Mikey's favorite bands from the 80s. Ecstasy. Hello, Too Short Tip.
Disengaged, dude.
Oh my God, the Bides. Hitchcock would be proud. Is that how he says it?
Everybody's heard about the bird. Yo.
Speaking of birds, what up there, Rod?
Is that a cop car right there?
She's a liquor dealer now.
She's a liquor dude.
She's a liquor of some sort. Hello there, Bartholomew.
No, Matt Bartholomew.
That's a great question. What'd you guys use for baits and shit? And what were you trying for bait? And what were you trying to?
We used the red worms. We had some red worms. We I was working a top water frog for a little bit, and then I switched over, and I had some of this scented generic fake bait worm things, and tried those for a while.
Were you casting and coming in, or were you bobbing?
At one point, I was casting with one, and I had a cane pole in my other hand because we were close to the shore. So I was working two poles at once, Creed.
Wow. Oh shit.
Shit. That's not good.
They're done.
That's not good.
That's
not good.
Yeah, they all can't be winners, you know. I'm sorry.
Alexa, I'm right there with you. It's I'm
very sorry.
It's for sure.
We just cut it here. Sarge, thank you for the 5. Appreciate you.
Trying to, make a comeback here. Damn.
No,
damn.
I agree, man.
Horse shit. I sit there and I'm like, should I jump on this? I don't know.
No, double fishing pole. Ed, you gotta make everything dirty, bro.
Wow, Ed.
We're not sure if it's over quite yet. I know I have my phone and I have everything set up on its other 2 monitors, so
I'm looking.
I don't really want to move anything since it's locked in. It's
gonna. Judge tells jury to keep deliberating in the Diddy trial.
Oh, all right.
I guess he's in trouble for something.
For what? Bad music? I haven't heard. I'm sure the chat will tell me now that we just said that, though.
He's a bad boy for life.
There were a few people in the chat today that thought that we didn't know that Meatloaf was.
Oh, that's always fun.
Bishop caught something. He said Bishop caught.
Bishop caught a all right size crappie.
I mean, a rental
crappie.
The rental of a pontoon boat, all of this fishing equipment, bait, and everything. I'd say you guys should have just went out to eat.
We probably should have. And he also caught a catfish that we could not get the hook.
You guys are both married, and you're out meeting women, and one ended up being a catfish. Got it.
But yeah, it was a fun time. Real good time. We had a lot of fun just flying around on the boat. The boats that were in this Lake Creed, it was like, you see the boat races on TV and stuff, and it's like the really long, pointy boat with a giant motor,
cigarette boats, or whatever.
It's got like a giant motor on the back, looks like a car motor. Those were out there, and they're just like flying, and the water was probably 60 feet in the air behind them. Everybody that lived there had a pontoon boat.
No, great. It's going on. And then I don't know why I'm kind of surprised they cut that, to be honest.
I am too. Yeah, they're definitely not.
Nobody's on, huh?
Nobody's on it.
Well,
I think because it got to the city like that. Once it's in those buildings and stuff, it's really hard unless they get out of that to even to cover it right.
Yeah, can you imagine had those guys are out like plowing along trying to fish and get fucking boat races going on around you?
We were so worried we were going to get hit by another boat.
Oh, I could imagine, because obviously
they're moving, dude. They're hauling ass.
I mean, when you're out there floating around on a pontoon boat,
and there's like a billion jet skis or whatever you call them now out there flying around.
We'll have to talk about the rest. I want to hear about the cabin and stuff. We'll wait till Friday, and I would love to hear about that. Anyways, I guess is we done? I guess that's.
I guess so.
Sorry, I guess if it kicks back up, you'll see Mikey. I'm going to be gambling for a while, so I apologize.
Yeah. Thanks to Billy and Sarge, by the way. Thank you, guys.
Thank you both.
Food poisoning of the eyes is my new favorite thing to talk about.
Well, it kind of was.
Food poisoning in his eyes. I love that. That's awesome. Pontoon boats are so much fun. So much fun. All right, kids. We love you.
How about those things that are like that are look like a boogie board that have like a fin on the back of them, and you're up,
raise up out of the water.
Yeah, you're up a few feet off the water.
We did enjoy quite the water aerialist out there. I'll talk more about that.
Oh, is that one of those maybe with the backpacks attached to a jet ski kind of thing?
I'm just gonna talk more about it on. It's pretty crazy stuff I've seen out there. The things I've seen, Penny.
You wouldn't believe it.
Things I've seen.
5.
Oh, there's one of my favorite nighttime indulgences. Thank you.
Thank you for your patronage. We'll talk water sports behind a paywall Friday. Don't
want to miss it. All right, guys, we love you. If it kicks back up, I'll jump back on. If it doesn't, it's just going to be like Michael says, a bye for now.
Just do what I tell you.
My goodness. Oh, God. Wow. I didn't mean to turn you